Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is New Wave Shop Talk. Yes, yes. Let's go, man. I am the host, Dina Boy Juice, and to my left we got.
SD, Pasadena Sean. It's all the same.
It's all the same. To my right we got.
The FLAWC double E
To the B man. You know what
Flossy
I'm saying?
Bezel.
Yes,
To his right we got.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Swaggy D up in here.
Swaggy D in
Swaggy
the
D.
motherfucking building. And we got a city in today, you know what I'm saying? We don't know if he's going to talk too much, but introduce yourself.
My name is Donovan, as Juice likes to call me, aka
Knowledge.
Knowledge.
You know what I'm saying? Knowledge.
Knowledge is
Sitting
power.
You feel me?
Yes,
My
sir.
boy got hella wisdom to
Yes,
be
sir.
so
Yes,
young.
sir.
You know what I'm
Yes, sir.
saying?
Facts.
We look to him for advice sometimes. Or
got
just to
that
pick his
something.
brain, because this nigga be acting like he know a little something about everything,
Nah,
except when it
man.
comes to sports. This nigga be on the total
Nah.
opposite.
He's a
of the
complete
spectrum,
hater.
You know what I'm saying?
These are the White and Juice are the top tier sports haters of all time. The only thing me and Juice agree on sports is the Lakers. That's it.
Thank you.
But these cats right here, top tier haters.
Oh,
Mr. Wilt
man.
Chamberlain scored 100 points over there.
He did, man.
See,
He
you might get
did.
me talking today if we
He
start
did.
talking about that.
He
Nah,
did, man.
but-
We gonna get into that a little later too,
Yeah.
because this nigga don't really believe that Wilt scored 100.
He did
and
it a
the
couple
reason
times.
and the reason why he doesn't believe it
'Cause it
is
wasn't
because it
recorded.
ain't no video.
It wasn't recorded.
But these young niggas always gotta see it to believe it. Sometimes you
You
just
got a
gotta
picture
believe
holding
niggas'
on it.
words.
He got a picture.
He said that's all. That's all.
That's it.
But
all.
nigga, that's all they had back
No,
then.
what I'm
nah,
saying?
man. This is in the '60s, man. Here we
No, it
go.
wasn't.
Let's get into the topic, man. Let's
Man,
get into
fuck
the
all
topics,
that.
man. Let's get into the topics, man.
Fuck all that. Before we get into any topic, this nigga think niggas in the 60s was walking around with handheld video cameras.
Right.
No, I don't. No, I don't. No,
We
I
showed you
don't.
what the cameras look like,
But
and you
the
still
'60s
said,
was
oh, ain't
what
nobody
y'all
else
making it
motherfuckers
seem like the
thick.
'60s is the '40s though, or some
thick.
shit.
Like
Damn.
this big. Niggas
Y'all
walking
making
in
the
there
'60s
this.
seem like the
Niggas
'40s.
had VHS or something.
Damn near.
Nah.
It was
man.
right before
Damn
technology
near.
turned.
Yeah.
Nah,
Will.
man. Nah, player.
Niggas didn't have real computers and none of that.
You right.
Because all we had was typewriters.
Thank you.
Tick, 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 tick.
Ask Mom Dukes, nigga.
Yeah.
He
What?
come up with typewriters.
Man, y'all ain't that old, man.
Man, let's get into this Shay Shay situation, man. We're gonna get into the Shay Shay
All right, let's-
situation.
Let's
You
get
know
into
what
some
I'm saying?
topics. We'll get to sports
Yeah,
later
we'll
on.
get to that later, man. We're gonna get into the Shay Shay stuff, man. So Shannon Sharpe, man, he's being accused of fucking rape. What else? It's a whole lot of crimes. She
Abuse,
trying to-
mental abuse.
mental abuse.
Physical abuse,
Mm-hmm.
all kinds of different things.
To a 20-year-old, and I gotta say it, 20-year-old white girl. This nigga in his 60s, right?
Right.
His
He offered to
60s.
give her 10 million.
You know what I'm saying?
Did you hear about that?
Yeah, he offered to give her 10 million.
He offered to give her 10 million
Yeah.
for it not to come out, and she wanted 50.
And he ain't even got 50. That's the crazy thing. People always think that you got more money than you do have. Now I can see if she was suing P. Diddy for 50 million, he'd probably been like, you know what? Fuck it, here you go. But this nigga, we looked it up. He only made like what, 30 million in his whole career? 22 million in his whole career. So, you know, that shit is gone. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
He coming up now, but he ain't got no 50 in the bank.
He
you
had
know?
a $100 million deal on the table.
Yeah.
And
Few days away.
Yep, and they fucked it up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What you
Called
feel about
putting
that?
shits in your grits.
What you feel about that, Swag? You was real, you know, talkative about it. What's your thoughts on that?
Oh, I got a whole lot of shit to say about that because, you know, Shannon, I feel like, man, come on, man. You didn't had a great career. You done made a lot of money in your lifetime. Why you ain't got nobody in your life? That's what I want to know. You out here messing with these young girls. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, Shannon. You 60 years old, bro. Find you a wife and settle down, brother. Why you out here messing with these young white girls, 20-year-old? Like, cut it out. I don't feel bad that what happened to him. You know, you put that on yourself, brother.
He believing
on,
in
bro.
them Rose Sparks commercials
You know?
that he doing. He been taking them Rose Sparks. He said they'd have everything hard. So
Right.
he like, shit,
'Cause-
I'm taking down from 20 to 60.
Because we already heard, because the video, before this happened, the video came out of him having sex, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
And
he
we
was
don't-
on Instagram Live with
That
his
was with
dumb
somebody
ass.
else.
And we don't know who that was, because everybody was saying we don't know if it was a boy, girl, he, she.
No. That was definitely
Nah,
a
that
girl.
was a female.
And
That was a
it
female.
man.
came out who she was. She was somebody of stature.
That was that brown skinned lady she just did a video about this situation. Am I right? Was that her?
I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
I haven't seen the video.
Because a woman
so
just
I
put a
can't confirm
video
it.
out about this situation. Talking about you don't give your baby mama nothing, but you gonna give this white girl all of this money.
Right.
And you know, that's how athletes are.
Yeah, that's how
You know?
that's how a sucker is. That's called
Yeah.
a sucker. You see what I'm saying? And
Is he a sucker or did he get plotted on?
No, he's a sucker because number one, you know what I'm saying? He just fell victim. But it's so funny because it's like when you really look at it, she was 20 years old, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Now, when we look at Hugh Hef, when he was punching on 20-year-olds at 60, is anybody saying, oh, he's, you know what I'm saying, foul for that? You
Not
see
for
what
a
I'm saying?
long time.
But what I'm saying is and I bring that up to say, you got to check the temperature. You see what I'm saying? So y'all know how this shit get down. We've seen so many examples of this shit, especially here recently.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? When a nigga want to put shit in your grits, you know what I'm saying? They got that capability. Now, if you give them the opportunity to do so, nigga, that's on you.
As soon as the iPhone started doing phone recording, he should have
Yeah.
stopped talking to her on the phone.
You see what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like you giving niggas receipts, you can't. You got to know how to move. If
Right.
you gonna be busting moves like that,
Mm-hmm.
you got to know how to move. You see what I'm saying? So that way, because I mean, to each his own. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. But to each his own. It's older niggas out here. I mean, that's nothing new. Old niggas like young females.
Yeah,
Nigga, can we
definitely.
agree on that? That ain't nigga. That's been since
that's-
since the age of time.
Times done
You see what I'm
changed
saying?
though. Like,
No, of
it
course, but
started
that's
with
not
the
gonna
Me Too
change.
movement. When the
Yeah.
Me Too movement, you know, a lot of women came out like, "Oh, that happened to me too." That's why you
Right.
know they call it that. But
Of course.
it's like you brought up Hugh Hef. All the women they wanted to be in his magazine. They wanted to be on his arm. Shannon Sharpe, not too many women is like running to this dude.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not too many
got
women
some
is running to
fame
this
now.
dude. Yeah, he got fame, but a lot of, especially our women, they be like, this nigga's a gossiping ass bitch. You know what I'm saying? He get on the show and he asks the questions that a female would ask. You know what I mean? So a lot of our women, black women, don't look at him like the other people look at him. They look at him as a check, a dollar sign. He, you know what I'm saying? He gonna pay all my bills and do all this.
Right.
They look at him like like a trick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody coerced that girl.
Yeah,
You know?
But I mean,
just saw
niggas
a
have
video
ulterior
with,
motives, man. So you never know. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. You got to know who you dealing with, and that's always been the issue. You know what I'm saying? They fool niggas into one thing when their motive is the other.
But
You see
check
what I'm
this
saying?
out.
But if you fall victim
Hold
to
on.
that,
He was saying
only
he saw a
motherfucker you can
video.
blame
Hold
is
on.
yourself.
Let me
saw a
say this.
video?
Let me say this real quick, because I just saw a video of they asked Mike Epps. He was on the podcast or he was on the TV show or something. They asked him, "You gonna be on Club Shay Shay?" He was like, "Hell no," because all he do is everybody's on the show is black, and all he do is downgrading our black people, making us look bad on the show. So he said, "I'm not fucking with Club Shay Shay."
Well, they got beef.
You know what I'm saying?
They got beef. Mike Epps commented on when he was wearing that outfit. And Mike
Yeah.
Epps made a joke about it. They did, but you got to understand, it's egos involved there. You know, it's egos
But
involved
Mike Epps, even if they had a beef, Mike Epps make a great point there. Like, it's nothing but black people on this show, and you making our black people on this show look bad. How come you ain't got no white people on your show?
Well, I don't think he's doing what No Jumper is doing.
Exactly. Of course not. Not even remotely
Now,
close.
I'm gonna just keep it 100.
Yeah,
No,
he's
jumper
taking.
incriminating niggas.
Yeah, and he's taking advantage. He's
think
taking
doing
advantage
what
of
No
our
Jumper
people.
is doing.
Because Shannon,
Right.
Shannon
But
really has
hold on
conversations.
real quick. Let me land.
Yeah.
What I do see is this. I do see a man who is asking questions that people want heard. And what he's doing is going through his DMs or having his team go through his DMs and finding the pertinent questions. It could be, well, you got to look at it like this. He's for the culture.
He had John Cena on his show. Though.
Yeah, he had a few
Okay.
white
I
people.
mean,
on
what
there.
I'm saying is, it's not
But
just.
in essence,
yeah.
he's for the culture.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
it's more black
exactly.
than white.
That's true. I
But
agree.
it's our
And
platform.
with that
Yeah.
being said, you got to understand, like, his shit with Katt went to a whole nother stratosphere.
Yeah, 89 million.
It put him on another stratosphere,
Mhm.
and it put Katt in another stratosphere. It made him relevant again in a different type of way. So you just have to look at it for what it is. You know what I'm saying? So
It's making them more relevant now because
Correct.
the shit that he was saying is coming to fruition.
come on,
You know what I'm saying? He like, y'all ain't gonna be able to hide. You know what I'm saying? They coming to get you.
come on.
And shit start
start
coming
coming
out.
out.
You know
But
what
we
I'm
got to
saying?
provide the platforms for each other. Like you said, so the number should be not like we don't, we're not for equality and shit like that. But the number should be that because as black people, we don't have a gang of platforms where we can go out here and we got like no jumper taking advantage of us.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying?
So let me ask you.
We don't
this.
have a black Rand.
Yeah,
That's
so
what
we
they
don't
is.
have, we just don't have the platforms and the individuals and the multitude where it's multiple individuals that can give us that outlet. We don't have that. You see what I'm saying? So that's why black people normally trend to one particular platform because now that platform is popping, and if you know how to take advantage of your success, nigga, you'll continue to have the right individuals on. But that grows the individuals who want to make themselves relevant
Mhm.
and create some controversy. You see what I'm saying? So that's why you have the individuals going on to his show because everybody wants to one up the next or the last host or
Yeah.
guest. You see
So-
what I'm saying?
Imagine this. We bring people here. We're a pro-black show. Any race. And us being pro-black, being in the black community, it's going to make them feel uncomfortable in some type of way. And we don't ever want to do that to anybody because we don't want to be done in that way. So with that being said, you got to understand that what he's doing is he's giving our people a platform to speak their truth, whether it's a Just Hilarious.
And to be comfortable.
Correct.
Right.
A Just Hilarious who just had some shit going with the Breakfast Club. And now, instead of her having to run to the news or somewhere else, she can come to a black platform that's branded, that's reputable, and she can speak her truth.
And she knows she's gonna get a lot of views on
There
it.
you go.
That's
You
what
know?
I'm saying. I feel like most people just flip it and make it seem like, like he's being gossipy and stuff like that. It's just like, nah. It's like, why not ask the source? We're having a conversation. You feel me? So I feel like he's kind of damned if he do, damned if he don't.
Correct.
Because it's like
Amongst
at some point, people are gonna say, oh, we don't have a platform, this, that, and other. So now that he's giving people a platform to actually speak, it's like people are finding a problem within it. But it's just like at the end of the day, there's still a bottom line to be made. Like people are looking too deep into it. He's just asking
but check this out,
the
Dominic.
correct questions though.
But the
It's
cold
only
thing
amongst
about
our people, though.
yeah, but the cold thing about it, I'm gonna keep it 100. He walked away from the mainstream. We forget this man had a show on Fox.
Yeah.
You see what I'm
With
saying?
Skip Bayless?
Yeah.
Yeah, like this man has been a part of the mainstream for eons.
Yeah.
So he chose to walk away from that to create a platform for us. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
He could still be
I
doing that.
understand. I
You
understand.
know what I mean? But what I'm saying is like you said, is the criticism of it is crazy because
Yeah.
that's what happens to all black people.
Well, what
It's
I was-
deserving to some and not to others. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Well, what I was thinking about when I was brought it up is that it's not really the people that want to go on the show because, like you said, people want to one up the other person. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to do numbers because they know we're gonna be seen.
Right.
But this is about him dating other people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason I'm saying black women ain't really fucking with him like that.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm with
They
you
like,
on
"Oh,
that.
this nigga's
I'm with
because
you on that.
it's
But-
always our people
He don't
that
want
be
to
like,
sing.
But
He
that
said he
shit is
want a
not
singer.
abnormal.
Yeah,
And
but
guess what? He got
It's
what
not
he asked for.
abnormal.
I always bring up Drake verse, bro, because that's the realest shit a nigga ever said in almost any rap, nigga. Who the fuck want to be 70 and alone? And this nigga is headed toward that.
Exactly.
Because the 20-year-old, she ain't finna stay with this nigga when she got to wipe his ass unless he got the super big bag.
Thank you.
And he can't get the super big bag now because she done fucked it up.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? So she's been coerced and
Bill Belichick got his girl though, his little young thing.
Man,
or
but
Yeah,
whatever.
but
listen, all
shit.
of them, that's nothing. Like I said, that's nothing.
Bill
new,
Belichick, man. But he ain't out
Woody
here.
Allen.
He ain't out here choking the bitch and
Yeah.
out here telling her I'm gonna choke you. You know what I'm saying? He just paying like he wait.
What about Woody Allen, bro? You know what I'm saying? You remember the shit he did.
Yeah, when he married
Like
the
I
young
said,
Yoko
yeah.
Ono. Who was that?
his stepdaughter.
Yeah.
Nigga married his own
Okay,
stepdaughter.
they
yeah.
paying.
said who?
They
Nigga, Woody Allen. Yeah.
okay. These
Woody
white
Allen,
boys
yeah.
is paying. These brothers don't
But
want to
what I'm
pay
saying
because they
is-
cheap.
But listen, what I'm saying
These
is,
motherfuckers too
it's
cheap. They
not
don't want to break bread.
abnormal, but
That's
it's
probably
not
why he's in this
abnormal.
position he is now.
It's not abnormal, man.
You think he wasn't giving
Because
that
she
girl
probably
no money?
she probably came to him with a counter offer like, okay, you offer me 10. She probably came in with a counter offer like, no, give me 20, and he was like, no, fuck you. So that's, you know what I mean? Niggas is cheap. Break bread, nigga.
But listen,
I
what
You
believe
want to
he
be
gonna
with a
get
20-year-old
past it.
and you 60? Break bread,
But
nigga.
what I'm saying is, I can see if she was underage. Then let's put the extras and the perspective on it. But she's 20 years old. That's what I'm trying to say, man. Not like that makes it okay. But what I'm saying is,
She's not
at the
21,
same time,
she's 20.
but still at the same time, she's 20. She's not 17, 16, 15. Now, if that was the case, that's a whole nother story.
I
She's
disagree.
20,
He'd be in jail.
She's 20.
You got
yeah,
how,
but
how
like I
is
said,
your, how old is your oldest daughter?
she's 24.
How old is your youngest daughter?
She's 15.
Okay, so imagine a nigga our age, somebody that we know that got a little paper, dating your daughter at 25.
No, I know that. But like I said, she's grown. What can I do? See, that's the thing. And like I said, that's what it comes back to. She made that choice. Because we all know at the end of the day, it's the female that makes the choice, my nigga. We can pursue these brides all we want. But it's them that decides
Right.
if they gonna fuck with us
They
or
the
not.
one choosing.
So what I'm saying is,
talking about?
exactly. Hold on. So what I'm saying is, she knew what she like I stated earlier, had arterial
she was a
motives.
what's your name?
Niggas saying she being
Yeah,
coerced.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
that's how these
Hey, I'm
young
glad you
brides
said
are.
that. That's
These
probably how he
young
met her off
brides
the
is
OnlyFans.
already
That's what he did,
on
meet her
that.
off the
Yeah, he
OnlyFans.
probably
You see what I'm
did.
saying?
He did.
So he thinking, he probably, because you know he a country nigga too. Let's just keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? She probably bamboozled that nigga.
Yeah, gang goofy.
You see what I'm saying? And she probably had that whipping pill,
Well,
had that nigga,
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
What
had
we
that
seen in the
nigga looking for
paperwork is he paid
sunshine. You know what I'm saying? In the
$25,000 a cheek,
daylight.
nigga.
Yeah.
So
He paid
Yeah.
$25,000 a cheek.
I'm
Yeah,
just saying.
'cause I guess she had enhancement surgery.
But what I'm saying is, bruh, what
little
I'm saying
BBL
is,
action.
Let's
we don't know. But the fact that
no,
she had the
this
relationship
is the shit that he
with
brought
the man,
out. This is the shit that
It's just it is
he
what it
brought
is.
to the table because he felt that he had to control the narrative.
Yeah, put
And
the
I get it because when I listen to the video, when I listen to the audio shit, it does sound chopped and screwed, nigga.
Okay, it could be chopped and screwed, but to me, it sounds like she's manipulating and kind of putting in the atmosphere for him to say something. You know what I'm
Chopped and
saying?
screwed, nigga.
No, what I'm saying is when she like, you know, if some woman is telling you, like, man, why you always manipulating me and you ain't manipulating her at all?
Right.
You being real with her.
Yeah.
You like, man, stop saying that shit.
And you know what's
because
funny?
I'm not. And she was on the phone that day like, oh, you manipulating me. Why you want to do
Yeah,
that? He's
and
like,
he
what
was
the
like,
fuck is it?
if
I'll
you say
choke
that
the shit out of you when I
you
see
know
you.
what's so funny? With us, we done said that to our bitches 1,000 times. Bitch, I'll choke the shit out you.
Mm-hmm.
Stop playing with me. You know, but in that situation right there, it sounds so horrible. So I was online looking at some shit. Some niggas was talking about it, right? They was like, I'd have said this shit 1,000 times. And I never heard it back. But he was like, it sounds
Yeah,
bad. He was like, I
definitely.
got to stop saying this.
On the real,
And
on
it
the
was
real.
crazy because, let's just be real.
What if that bitch recording us?
We all have said it.
But that lets
Whether it's
you
been an
know the
ex-bitch,
motive.
Huh?
That lets
Well,
you know the motive right there.
well-
She was recording the shit, my nigga.
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah,
you see what I'm
definitely.
look, it's about your actions, my nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that nigga knew she was recording the shit?
I don't know,
No.
because on the iPhones, nigga, that motherfucker said
But
his
when I'm
phone
saying
call
it-
is being recorded.
But what I'm saying
So
is,
if he bypassed that means she has some professional equipment. That means that somebody coerced her, put her
Well,
up
no.
to it,
She
and was
on
recording
speaker.
everything she
But
said.
they said the lawyer is the one who prosecuted for Deshaun Watson.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's been going after black people with money.
Yeah. That's what
Jay-Z.
Shannon Sharpe said.
And,
But like I
and,
said,
and,
bro.
and that's what he led
And he
with.
being sued by Jay-Z. Defamation of
It's
character.
the same attorney.
Yeah,
Same
same
attorney.
attorney. He's going after high-profile black men. Like
damn.
the women that deal with them and that have issues, he takes on their cases, and he pushes the narrative.
Oh,
so
yeah,
that's
well,
another
oh,
issue
that's
right
sound
there.
like
So
some fuck shit right
obviously,
there.
it sounds like she had ulterior motives. All these actions that we're speaking on and the steps she took, nigga, obviously,
Remember
it's
when
not
Monique
like
was on
that
that
nigga was
motherfucker?
bamboozling her, nigga. She
What Monique tell
bamboozled
that
that
nigga?
nigga.
Monique
need a
told
old
him,
motherfucker
you
that-
need
you
you an
see what
old
I'm
bitch that's
saying?
gonna rub your feet when you get home.
Thank you.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what he
Stop
told
chasing
you.
these young girls.
And she
And
told
not,
him.
and not 6 months later.
She told him what was gonna happen. She told him what was gonna happen. So with that being said, right there, not listening to your elders and the people who know the game, regardless to what they got going, if she's living a fucking polyamorous lifestyle, whatever she's doing with her and her husband, it don't fucking matter. She give you the game, you supposed to take that shit and run with it.
Yeah.
But the nigga didn't. And now he's in a trick bag because he want to fuck with young bitches. And that's the same with any one of us,
But
right?
you think if he would have fucked with a young African American female, would have been the same, or she was like, I'm gonna use him for everything he got?
No.
Most
I think
sisters
that-
ain't finna be like, oh, I'm about to sue this nigga because he talking about choking me. They're gonna be like, well, bring it on, nigga. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, he told her that in the thing. You like that shit. You know you like that
You
shit.
think these dudes would learn because it's going on. It's been happening, off and on
Yeah,
lately.
definitely.
And you
But-
think he
but
would learn.
You know what it is? It's the same as you, me, him, or anybody else.
it ain't gonna happen
We
to me.
feel like it ain't gonna happen to
Yeah.
us.
And not only that,
We
that's
feel
your,
like the
that-
bitch ain't gonna do nothing to us in that manner because we feel like it's something different. But you gotta understand, it's some motherfuckers out here who are deranged,
I
bro.
don't trust none of them.
Yeah, but that's ego. That's
trust
what
none
You
of
like all the white girls.
that's
You
what
don't trust
no. What
none
I'm
of them.
saying as a male, like you said, that's
I
your
love 'em,
ego
but I
that
don't
tells
trust
you
'em.
that.
Yeah, you
Hey,
know what I'm saying?
I don't think this
Because
shit
I've
gonna
had
happen to
bad
me.
experience with
That's
them.
a good statement. Love them, but
You
I
see
don't
what I'm
trust
I
saying?
them.
love them, but I don't trust them because I've had bad experience with them.
Yeah.
It's
You
hard
know,
to trust anybody
They will
these
put you
days.
in
Yeah,
jail,
yeah.
and they're quick
You
to call
know?
the police on you.
Yeah,
My mama
yeah.
told me a long time ago, she said, it's only 5 people in your life you really gonna fuck with. And you really gonna have trust for it. And that means trust with your family. Motherfucker come borrow your car. If you out of town, motherfucker had the keys to your crib.
Right.
You know, it's only a handful of motherfuckers you could trust to do that without fucking it up.
Yeah.
Some niggas will be at your house and do shit and then leave a fucking condom in the couch.
Exactly.
You know, a little
Knowing you got your
condom
bitch coming back with you.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know, not cleaning
Know
up
what I'm
after
saying?
yourself, not being mindful, let's say.
Mhm.
You know.
Yeah.
And-
Be like, oh man, I forgot that shit. I knew I was forgetting
Yeah.
something.
And then now you
supposed to
scrambling
check
to find
everything,
it. You
nigga.
scrambling to find it and the kids find it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mommy, what's this?
Yeah.
Thank you. Nigga, now
You know what I'm
your
saying?
spot is hella
You got
blown.
shit all
nigga.
in it. Oh no.
Oh no, that's
Now
nasty.
you
You monkey mouth
you're
now.
done.
Exactly.
Now you done. You done.
You see what I'm saying? So back to the question at hand. The question at hand was, Juice.
Shannon Sharpe.
Yeah.
You know? Shannon Sharpe.
I think my perspective, he was out of pocket. When you fuck with a young bitch, that's what you get. I remember when I
Yeah.
was like 26, 27. I had a little young bitch that was like 19, 20. Dwight, me and her picked her up off the bus stop one day. She came to my house. She came and stayed for a while. You know, I had to basically teach her some things to get herself up to par. And, you know, it just wasn't worth it. But the moment she found somebody else that could do what she wanted to do, she moved on.
Yeah.
And that's what young girls are gonna do because they're experiencing life. And a woman like that who's already got a fans only and she's getting money like that, there's nothing you could tell a woman like that.
Exactly.
Well, ain't nothing you could tell her, but if she coming back with text messages talking about, yeah, I can't wait for you to choke me, throw that dog collar on me, and do all this type of shit, you know, he's thinking that she's a freaky bitch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But she was setting him up for the long, she played the long game.
Right.
He been knowing her since she was 19. I guess she about to be 21 because they said he been knowing her for 2 years.
And he
Right.
That
should've
sounds
known
like
better.
she 18 to me. I
Right.
don't give a fuck what you talking about.
Right.
She ain't 21 yet. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So he been basically coaching this bitch. What's the new word? What's
Yeah,
the new
no,
word?
that's
He been
just
grooming her.
grooming her.
Nah,
He didn't, that nigga. You can groom an 18-year-old.
Just
you know what I'm
like
saying?
just like Unc said, SD, right? Just like he said, Shannon Sharpe is completely out of pocket.
Out of
You have
pocket.
extra grown kids.
Yeah.
Like your kid, you shouldn't even be messing with no female.
Right.
Like in your kids, like at least 12 years older than your kids.
I wouldn't dare date nobody.
But somebody
younger than
20, like you're 20 years old. Come on, you out of pocket, Shannon.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, what are you doing, man?
Facts.
Like, you feel me? That's ridiculous. Like, 20 years old, dude, that's way younger than your youngest kid.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. You
You
got
probably got a
grandkids.
grandkid that old.
But bruh, you got grandkids and shit. Come on, bro. Like, what are you doing? You could, like Monique said, you could find you something.
Yeah.
40.
Yeah.
There's some bad
38
40-year-olds
something.
out here.
And that nigga was like, oh, that's too old.
See, that's the thing.
That's
Some
just
some
right.
Bad
But
40-year-olds
you know what I'm
out
saying?
here
That's the thing,
with
though.
no
That's the
kids.
issue, like I said,
Hand me
man.
that
And
straight,
especially when your ego
Hey,
pushes you to that point, you see what I'm saying? You want what you want.
I could see if she was bad, though. She ain't even bad.
But
check this
they
out.
never bad.
They
You know
never
what I'm
bad.
saying?
They
You
never
know why?
bad.
Because when they get older,
The bride that
them bitches be-
accused
you
Kobe
notice
of
this?
rape, was
Let me
she
tell you
bad?
this. Every
No.
young white bitch that came up that was bad, you look at them now. Even some of the black ones, the light-skinned ones that we used to love and used to have crushes on, they're horrible now.
Yeah.
But even then, but even
Unless they
outside,
named
but it's
Halle Berry.
deeper than the looks though.
She different.
fuck her even being bad. She's 20 years old.
Yeah.
She's not
But
seasoned.
but you got to understand.
That's-
as
that's
a man,
seasons
that's
ago.
how he's looking at
But
it.
we saying this has already
Yeah,
happened.
but you can do
feel me?
something-
Skip to the
This
next
ain't-
topic.
It's
We can
already
spend
it
too much
already
time.
happened.
Control
So we
factor.
just saying that if she was bad, we can be like, I understand. But when you look at her, you like, I don't understand.
I don't understand.
Most black men, we looking at her like, I walk past that bitch in the grocery store and be like, oh, you need help getting this? Here you go.
Yeah, and
Bam.
keep it
All right,
moving.
keep it pushing. Ain't no double look. You know, sometimes you will see something and you turn around. No, I ain't turning around on her. And nobody in this room gonna turn around on her. For him to be going that hard on her, talking about, oh, yeah, you gonna come out with me. You gonna come out when I go out to LA. Like, there's more tapes. You know what I'm saying? He want her to go out with him, be seen in public. Like, this nigga actually fell in love with the young bitch.
That's what I said. She bamboozled.
You know what
the
I'm
nigga.
saying? He actually fell in love. He wanted to be seen in public with her. And she was like, nah, That's when he said, I'm gonna choke the shit out of you. No, she said, oh, you're gonna choke me? I guess I'm gonna go. I don't wanna get choked. And the way she was talking, that's why I say somebody coerced her and they already knew, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, we're gonna get off of that, man. I know Swaggy wanna talk
Cold
about
game.
the
Cold game.
Sheduer. First we're gonna talk about the draft. You know what I'm saying? How y'all feel about the draft? I'll get my thoughts on it. We're gonna start with you, Swag.
The draft. The NFL draft.
Yeah, the NFL draft.
The NFL draft. We're gonna go on that. Yeah. We're gonna
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
Sheduer Sanders, you know what I mean? Like my boy Charleston White says, he's a prima donna. All right? I'm going to look right in the camera. He's a prima donna. That's why you didn't get drafted, brother.
He
Because
did get drafted.
That's why, I mean, you did. That's why you didn't get drafted to 144th? Because you're a prima donna. You like your daddy. You're too arrogant. You gotta humble yourself, bro. That's why you didn't get drafted
Deion was
to the
the fifth
last
pick.
minute.
Nigga, Deion.
If you would've
was
humbled
the greatest
yourself
DB ever.
and wouldn't be so flashy with all the big chains and nice watches, you would have got drafted a little earlier. But you're a prima donna.
You don't
Calm
think
your
his
ass
game
down.
backed it up? You don't think his game backed it up?
Okay, he had a decent game. I ain't gonna say he's great,
You know he
but
was
he's good.
He was like
He's good enough to
top
make it, but he ain't
5 in
great.
every statistical category
in the country.
in the country.
Yeah, but
Only thing he wasn't up there in is fucking rushing. It's the only
okay,
thing,
that's
'cause
all
he's
good
a
and
pocket
dandy.
passer.
But I think like these white owners think. I'm looking at your character. How are you? Are you good for my team?
Never
Are you
been in
gon-
trouble.
Are you gonna make
Exactly.
Are you gonna make your
Never
players
been in
around you
trouble.
better?
Never been in trouble.
Or you gonna come in here?
His teammate won the Heisman
Or you
from
gonna come
him
in
throwing
here-
the ball to him.
You gonna come in here with this arrogant attitude
You know what I'm
and
saying?
think you the shit?
I'm just, giving
That's-
facts.
Well, I know you're giving the facts, but I'm telling you why he didn't get drafted on the first round.
I think it was deeper than that.
Because he was too arrogant.
I think it
You
was
know what I
deeper
mean?
than that.
And another thing, he didn't have an agent. You think you trying to have your dad be your agent? Your dad can't be your agent,
Why
bro.
not?
Your dad needs to stick to coaching Colorado. He can't be your agent.
Niggas
Go
in the
go sign with an agent.
Niggas in the NBA that's making the most money don't even have an agent. Niggas' mamas is their agent right now.
You know who Lamar
Yeah,
Jackson?
exactly.
Out the middle,
Do you
man.
know who Lamar Jackson's agent is?
Okay, yeah, I know it's his mama, and that's
Thank you.
stupid. No, your mama can't be no agent because she didn't. That's not what she went to school for.
Okay.
Find you somebody.
Thank you.
That's somebody that's actually an agent that knows the game. They trying to use their mamas, their daddies. I don't prove of none of that shit. That's why they fucked up right now. Like, cut it out, bro.
Lamar Jackson is one of the highest paid quarterbacks. How is that stupid? His
Right.
mom's still his agent.
Exactly.
How is that stupid? Jaden Daniels.
Thank you.
His mom. What? She ain't got nothing to do with the
got
on
nothing to
field
do with the play.
She
She
just
was
got
there
something
for
to
the
do.
pay.
Yeah, with the
dirty
pay.
nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, this
He's
dude is a
dirty-
hater, bro.
You see what
I'm
he
telling
just
you, a
said?
hater.
He
Hater.
just simply said he can't move to the next round because his mom is his agent.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me, if your mom is beautiful and knowledgeable about life as she was, if she represented you, she couldn't get you over the hump?
I'm not gonna make my mom the agent. I'm gonna be like,
That's not what I'm
Mom,
saying.
sit down somewhere and enjoy the sideline, enjoy the money. I'm gonna go sign a real agent who knows about the game, who gonna get me paid. You just sit your ass on the sideline. I don't care if you my mama,
I do
my
gotta
daddy,
say
none of
this.
that.
I do got to say this because we are talking as older black men, right? These dudes is in their 20s. These dudes barely left the house. You know what I'm saying? They barely left the house. So if they had NIL deals,
They got
and
millions.
they dad, right, or they mom was like, yeah, you need to sign that one or don't sign that one. And they led them the right way up until the point they got to the pros. Now they done got the knowledge. An
They had the
agent
money
don't go to
already.
school and say, oh,
Exactly.
I'm gonna be a sports agent. No, they go to school and study finance.
So-
they go study all of this communication, stuff like that.
Law.
So
So,
who
yeah,
was
law
Michael
also.
Jordan's agent for the first couple of years? His mama, nigga.
He think it's just starting now.
She led him to get stock instead of getting the money.
Yeah,
She
for the
led
Nike
him
deal.
to do certain
Yeah.
things.
She told the nigga to go with Nike.
She led him to do certain things that set him up for the rest of his life.
Okay,
So-
that's why he turned out terrible that he is now, because he's not that good of a person at all.
Man,
He don't look out for his
man,
people.
We're not
He
talking
don't look
about
out
that.
for the black community.
We're talking about
When's the last time we
listen,
heard of Michael Jordan looking out for
listen,
anybody?
We got you.
All those are
Besides
lies.
himself.
Wait a minute, real quick. All those are lies, bro.
Right.
All those are definitely lies because you can't tell me, nigga, Steve Ballmer, any billionaire, they gotta have charity.
Exactly.
That's how they write their taxes off.
Exactly.
For one, they always have charities. Fucking Charlotte
Nonprofits.
always doing toy
Thank you.
drives for the kids.
Exactly.
They all doing that. The reason why you said that is because just like Jay-Z, just like a lot of superstars that you don't hear about, they don't want their name to be attached, not attached because it is. They don't want their shit out in the public like, oh, he did this for them.
What?
Because you know why? That brings other motherfuckers like, oh, won't you do this? Won't you do that? Won't you do this? Won't you do that? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if I got $1 billion and I'm doing all of these charities, I don't need everybody to know this is what I'm doing.
And
You know what I'm saying?
they always say this. 90% of the shit Mike does, nobody ever knows what he does.
Yeah,
And
that's what I'm basically saying.
In
Yeah.
order to keep that $1 billion empire, he's not just selling shoes.
Man, cut it out. Mike ain't did shit. If he has done it, we would have heard about it.
Can I ask you this?
LeBron,
If I wouldn't have
we've
said
heard about
nothing,
LeBron
if I
doing
wouldn't have
shit.
said nothing, would anybody would have known?
He got black people
Mike,
paying
can I
thousands
ask
of
you a
dollars.
question?
He got us out here
Can I
paying
ask you-
thousands of dollars for his
You don't
Nike and
understand.
his
Mike
shoes.
is signing
Can I ask you
young
a
black
question?
men to
Just a real
$1 million
question.
He
shoe
got
deals.
all of us out here wearing his
Let me
shoes.
ask you a
He
question.
got his
what I'm
own
saying?
people
Mike
paying
out here
$1,000 for his
signing
shoes.
young
I got
black
you.
men to $1 million
Check this
shoe
out.
deals, like Nike.
If I wouldn't have
So what are
said
you talking
nothing,
about?
would anybody known anything?
What he should have
No,
done.
no, I'm asking you a question. Just answer my
What?
question.
What?
If I wouldn't have said anything about what you did for me,
Right.
would anybody would have ever known?
No.
Okay.
Because
So-
you didn't say nothing.
Right?
But you want the celebrity to say something.
Correct.
Let me read
And it's
this real
the
quick.
same way.
Michael Jordan is known for his extensive philanthropy, particularly focusing on supporting children in black communities. He has donated millions to various charities, including Make-A-Wish and the Jordan Brand Black Community Commitment. His charitable efforts have spanned several areas, including education, economic justice, narrative change, and social justice. And you still trying to say this nigga don't do shit? He just gave $10 million to Make-A-Wish, and that was a record for any one person to give money to
fuck about no
Make-A-Wish.
organization that you gave through. I
Oh
want to
my
see
God.
you put it in somebody's hand.
No,
Put the money in
man.
somebody's hand. I don't care about no Make-A-Wish Foundation
Oh my
and
God.
run the Salvation
But you know as a
Army
corporation,
and the Red
you
Cross.
can't do that.
None of that
He
bullshit.
knows as a
I
corporation,
want to see you
can't
put money in
do
people's
that.
hands.
You have to cut a
Yeah,
check.
yeah. Because if I'm a billionaire, you think I'm about to walk up lake and give out money? Like, no, nigga.
Fuck
because
no.
people are gonna stop me. You might have some niggas trying to rob me. All this type of shit. So what I do is I put the money in a corporation, right? Say we Salvation Army. You know they give jobs to drug heads. You know what I'm saying? They give jobs to people coming out of prison. They give jobs to underprivileged communities. So you don't think that's helping? If I give this company $10 million and they give 30 people jobs that's making enough to pay for rent, bills, and all that, that's not doing nothing for the community. You get what I'm saying?
I hear
That's
what you're saying.
definitely doing something for the community. It's not just giving money and here you go. That's not what charity is about. Because if I give you 500 right now and you ain't got shit, one thing you gonna do, you're gonna go blow that fucking money. You're not gonna spend that money. If I give, what's that old saying, nigga? If I give you some fish to eat right now, you just gonna eat. But if I teach you how to fish, you're gonna eat for life,
Yeah.
right? So he's giving people the fishing for life, food for life.
I'm sorry. I can't respect that.
It's all good, man.
You ain't got to respect
Donate to
it.
charities. I want to see you putting money in people's hands.
That's
It's all
not
good,
gonna happen
player.
from
That's
billionaires.
what you want to see.
Steve
but that's
Ballmer,
your
you a Clipper
perspective.
fan. He ever gave you any money in your hand?
Steve
that's
Ballmer,
your
do you know how much
perspective.
money he donated to fire victims? He donated like $20 million to fire
But he did the
victims.
same
Did he
thing.
put
Mike
I
money
didn't
in
hear-
your? Did he
I
put
ain't-
money in your
didn't come-
hand?
I ain't
Did he
hear.
come up
I
to
ain't
your
hear.
shop?
Did he
I
put
didn't hear
money
LeBron.
in your
Did he
hand?
I
come
didn't
up to your shop?
I didn't hear
Did he put some money in
Jay-Z.
your
Talking
hand?
about that.
I ain't
Did
hear
he
none
come
of
up
these
to your
dudes.
shop
money
and
in
put
your
some
hand?
money in your
Ask me.
hand?
You saying the fire
No.
victims probably over there in the Palisades.
Juice.
It didn't come to Altadena.
Ask him.
Did it come to Altadena where it's the
Did he
black
put
community?
money in your hand?
Hell no. He gave the money to the people that already got money.
Did
He
he
didn't
put
come to
money in your
Altadena and be
hand?
like, oh, here y'all go. Here go 5 million. What's the 5 million? What's the money for? What's the 20 million for? Do you know? Do you know?
What do you mean? It doesn't matter what
It
it's
do
for.
matter. It do matter because
doesn't
if
matter
you're
what
talking
it's
about
for.
putting money in somebody's hand, it matters where that money is going. Do you understand? The $20 million could have been for all of these trucks going up and clearing the land. What could that money be for? It's for the fire. You know what I'm saying? Because the homeowners are not paying these people to come clear their shit out. No. So that's going to them. It's not going to you. It's just clearing out the lot. Now, whoever wants to rebuild can rebuild on that, but that money is not going to individuals. Magic Johnson, what's old boy named Cedric the Entertainer?
Right.
Them niggas actually came out and gave
Gave
people
niggas,
money,
exactly,
gave
and
people
cars.
cars.
Those-
That's the
but
difference.
no,
But
no,
they're
no, only
black.
two.
They're
Those are the
black.
two black people that I've heard of give
no.
anything.
No,
The
no,
game
no,
came
no.
out here giving out
Listen,
shit.
Exactly.
y'all
Game
missed the
ain't
fine
did
print
shit.
on
Get
the
him outta here.
cars. They're
What
tripping,
about
bro.
LeBron?
Listen,
I ain't heard
you
LeBron
get
did
too-
shit.
You're not
Jay-Z
listening.
didn't do nothing.
Hey,
All these big
None
names
of
should be
these
doing
people are
something.
from
Oh,
California.
I don't give a fuck
With
if you're from
Cedric in the
California or not.
cars,
You should be breaking
they're only
bread.
2-year leases.
Mm.
2-year leases.
Beyonce gave some money, but this guy is trying to
I
tell
ain't
us
heard nothing
that
about no Beyonce. Cut it out.
exactly, and you wouldn't
Don't
hear
blurt
about
out
it if
stuff.
you don't follow Beyonce and you ain't in the Beehive. This nigga's in the
You
Beehive.
speaking
I'm just
facts.
playing. let her get the mic real quick.
Here, Neil, we can switch if you want. Come walk around.
That means S is ready to leave.
At some point.
No, the camera gonna be right here.
I'm worried about you.
We got Nana Nia in the spot. You know what I'm
Nana
saying?
Nia.
Nana Nia.
Hi, everybody. I'm here.
What it
making
do?
one of my little special appearances. I had a vacation day. I didn't have to work, so.
Oh man,
Thank
that's
you.
awesome.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, we was talking about the boy, but yeah,
Talking
man,
about-
it's
We was talking about Sheduer Sanders, but we got
yeah.
off track and started talking about charitable shit.
Yeah.
And he said that Michael Jordan don't give charity, and we trying to tell him that celebrities that got that type of status don't let it be known about their charitable
Yeah, contribution.
Yeah,
contributions.
but why wouldn't they give charity? Because that they're in a
It's a tax
certain
write-off.
bracket.
Yeah, that's what I just said, man.
Tax bracket.
I mean, it goes
like-
hand in
They
hand.
got to.
you know
For
what I
sure,
mean?
they have to. They have to have something just so they won't have to
Pay
pay
high-ass
out.
taxes.
Yeah. So
Yeah, but yeah,
it's just part of the game. So of course they're gonna.
if you smart,
Yeah, for sure. Like I'm fine. I'm trying to. If anybody knows of a charity that I can donate to, drop it in the comments. I'm looking for a charity.
there it is. Thank you.
So
Don't be
Peanut
stupid.
Boy Juice at gmail.com. I will take your money.
no, I
Thank
want
you,
a
honey.
real. I want something that's tax
Thank you.
deductible.
Yeah, I'll give you a tax
You
deduction.
can write it off, baby.
My kids
Yeah.
is going to school
We can
until
write
they're
it off,
We
put
can
it right
definitely
on
write
there.
that
You
off.
gave it
You
to
know what
me,
I'm saying?
baby. Put it right on there.
Dude,
You
as
giving
we
less
speak,
than
I'm
10
doing a
bands?
nonprofit organization.
You giving
so
over
you
10
donate
bands?
to me, it's
Then
a
we gonna have
wrap.
to fill out a form. You giving less than 10 bands, baby? Put my name right on there, baby.
Yeah,
Put
you
my
feel
name
me?
right on there.
I'm gonna be like that preacher in a minute, nigga. I'm gonna lock all y'all niggas in until y'all give up $1,000.
Wait, what did he say again?
I ran into this dude the other day at the EDD office, and he was down there trying to donate a car. I said, "You trying to donate a car?" I said, "Do you know that people lost cars in the fires? You should be donating to some fire victims."
That's probably who he's trying to
Yeah, you
hopefully
trying to
get
help.
to.
He trying to donate a car. When
You
there's fire
could
victims
donate a
out here
car
with
to
no
the
Well,
cars.
he's
Salvation Army,
probably
though.
Need to cut
hoping
it
that
out.
he runs into a fire victim. You were the perfect candidate, so
Yeah,
why
you
didn't
should have
you?
told him.
Why
told
didn't
him.
you
I
take
told him.
it?
I said, "I'm one of the fire victims. Why don't you give me the damn car?"
Okay,
He wouldn't give it to me. Like, "Oh, I'm trying to get a tax write-off."
it's
Of
a
course,
tax
he can still
write-off.
write it off.
I'm like,
It's
"You gonna
gonna
give me
be a
the
He
damn
can
car?"
still
Yeah,
write
you
it
still
off.
write it off.
He said, "Well, I'll take your number down. I'll call you if I change my mind." Man, give me this damn car, motherfucker.
So what he
Get
was
your ass
hoping was
out of
he
here.
give it to the EDD and all the people that's on the fire unemployment,
Right.
I think he thinks that they're gonna give off a raffle.
Right.
Y'all watch the Upshaws?
Oh gosh, yes.
Yeah, I always bring up the Upshaws because
Yeah.
that's like the realest shit ever.
Right.
So that nigga got a charity donation for a car, and it was supposed to be called Cars for Kids. He was like, "Shit, I gave it to my kids."
Yep.
You know what I'm
Thank you.
saying? So he was just hoping that something like that was gonna happen.
Hell
Shit.
yeah.
No, the mic right here. Oh, own them, huh?
On his fucking.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that boy's slow, man.
We're gonna
Tell
call
that boy.
SD on camera right
Tell that
now.
boy,
Yes.
you slow,
Oh,
boy.
see, look, now we
Return
can call
thou.
Now we can call.
People
The
can
time
call
thou.
in.
You feel me?
I can
Yeah.
call
So, okay. Yeah, we was just talking about your ass on camera. All right, later. Yeah, so what you feel about the Sheduer situation? Knowledge? Oh, yeah.
To be honest with you, we all know that Sheduer was a first round pick. So obviously, he definitely got, gypped out the situation. But I honestly believe though, he came in the situation knowing, you feel me, he was up on game. His pops is, Deion. So
Thank you.
Deion's putting
Hall
him
of
up on
Famer.
game, right? But what Deion forgot to tell him was to go in there and act like you know nothing. So I feel like he may have went in there probably a little too, not even arrogant, but like too straightforward, too brash. You gotta act like you want to be there.
Right.
You getting straight to the point. Like if you want to win a Super Bowl, draft me. If you don't want to win a Super Bowl, don't draft me.
Right.
Teams is looking like, oh hell, and you feel me? Reports coming out saying that he was acting all nonchalant in the interviews and stuff like that. So, but I mean, to be honest with you, it's not fair. You feel me? And they're never gonna come out and just say, what the real reason was, because then they got a collusion case at that point.
Yeah,
but,
definitely.
At
got
the end of
another
the day,
Kaepernick on their hands.
yeah, I'm glad he got drafted. You feel me? At least.
I'm glad that he acted like he was the first pick.
Yeah, exactly.
You know
Like he
what
was
I'm
grateful
saying?
because they
Yeah.
wanted to see him. They wanted to see him be frustrated and
Right.
irritated and
Yeah.
that's why we didn't draft him and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I'm even more pissed off that the Steelers didn't draft him though. Like what the hell
Right,
was going on? 'Cause
exactly.
I heard, I'm a Steelers fan, so I'm watching all the backstories.
Right.
I'm digging deeper.
Right.
They said the meeting went good. What's going on? You and Mike
Exactly.
Tomlin was.
Yeah.
Come on, what's going on?
And
We
it's
ain't-
not like your last three quarterbacks
Man.
were 6'5".
and we take fucking Will Howard over
Yeah.
Sheduer Sanders. It's definitely some bullshit going on when you
Yeah.
got shit like that going on.
Exactly.
Teams that needed quarterbacks, and they're obviously passing over him. So it's like, come on, man. Dylan Gabriel?
Right.
Dylan Gabriel.
Right.
Come on, man.
But he's nice. But see, this is
Nah.
my
See,
perspective.
Not
though.
over
This
Sheduer.
player-
But see,
Not
this
over
is my,
Sheduer.
but
Let
this is
him
my
talk, 'cause
perspective,
he-
though. This is 100 though. When you talk about as far as just the wealth of talent that was in this draft, number one, and then it's a need situation. When it comes to the NFL, people are fulfilling needs when it comes to the draft. There are roughly around 29, there's 32 teams. There's 29 teams that already have starting quarterbacks. So your options are limited. You're down to 3 to 4 teams that may possibly need a quarterback. You see what I'm saying? So before he got drafted, there was only 5 quarterbacks that got drafted before him. So it wasn't like it was 15, 16 quarterbacks. There's top 10 quarterbacks. When they do these lists and these projections and shit, they at least give 10 names. The top 10 niggas on that list didn't even get drafted.
He was projected as the number 2 quarterback.
But what
The
I'm
number
saying
two
is
quarterback.
that's
At the
yes.
beginning of
But
the
what I'm
year,
telling
he
you
was the number
that
1
there
quarterback.
the number 1 linebacker didn't go until damn near the last pick in the first round.
I know, but
So
this
what?
is
But
this
hold
is
on. But
Sheduer,
what?
though.
And somebody had to move back into the first round to draft him. But listen, this is what I'm saying. What I'm telling you is that people are putting the antics on it, like, oh my God, like he just, so we seen Aaron Rodgers drop. We seen a lot of motherfuckers drop.
Aaron
and fall.
Rodgers dropped
That's
to
just what it
21.
is. But you saying that the reason why
Come
he
on,
dropped?
man. You got to
no,
make it
but
make
when
sense.
yeah,
like,
but what I'm
the only
saying is,
person you could really say that about is Tom Brady
man,
and
no,
our
man,
quarterback.
a lot of quarterbacks have dropped. Nigga, Ben Roethlisberger, a lot of quarterbacks have dropped. That's nothing new.
We never even heard
Brady
of Ben
Quinn?
Roethlisberger
No,
when
bro.
he was in
Roethlisberger
college.
went first round.
Man, come on, bro.
We was
But
like,
listen,
oh,
like I
this
said,
dude, he
a lot of
big. We
quarterbacks
seen
have
this.
dropped. Point blank, period. That's nothing new. That happens.
No,
Be-
that's
yeah,
something
it does.
new.
No, it
That's
no,
something
it does
does.
happen.
Because
It
like I
does
said,
agree
happen,
with
but
that. It does
but it
happen.
happens to him. It happened to Malik Willis,
where
not a
did you
Sheduer
want him
Sanders.
to get drafted?
Huh?
This is the question I asked. Everybody keeps saying that, oh, he should have been drafted.
He
Who
should
the
have went.
fuck-
He should have
who?
went number 9
Where?
to the Saints.
To the Saints, okay?
To the Saints for
but
sure.
he didn't, right? Why?
Then he should have went to
Why-
the Steelers
but-
at 21.
That was
but
your
he
question.
didn't, right?
Where should he have
But
went?
he didn't, right? There's a reason why. You know why?
'Cause they
because that
bullshitting.
team needed another fucking need that they had to
No.
fulfill before
But look,
quarterback.
you have
That's
to
what I'm
build.
trying to
What?
tell
You
you.
don't have a quarterback. You have to build. Look, we have no quarterback right now. We have Mason Rudolph.
Listen,
That
I
is not
understand
enough.
where you're coming from, but when I'm telling you, bro, it's that it
You act
wasn't
like
like
you
there were
play
15
not
niggas.
play for the league, but you in the league and you in collusion with them.
No,
He
I'm not,
is.
nigga. I'm not
Because
acting
you
like
trying
that.
to tell
I'm
us.
speaking
He
facts.
is.
No,
This is-
He's
I'm
an
speaking-
those are your
insider.
facts.
speaking
He's
facts.
an
Those are your
insider.
facts.
I'm speaking
And
facts.
you believe in
If
you
it's only
believe in
3 or 4
everything that they
teams,
saying.
He's
If
an
niggas want to
insider.
draft based on scheme, that's the reason why you
But like
see.
Drew said, he was the number 2 quarterback behind Cam Ward.
Which one of you niggas really feel that way? We all
We
feel
all
that way,
felt that
right?
way.
Okay, but the motherfuckers drafting didn't feel that way. And what I'm telling you is that niggas, when it comes to this, when it comes to they blackball. Why? Because he's cocky. Nigga Deion got drafted. He was the most cockiest motherfucker.
Deion,
in
wasn't
whole
the
no-
wide
NFL was
world.
a
It wasn't
different.
no
it was
social
different back
media.
then.
Yeah,
it
Hold
was
on, hold on.
different.
It wasn't no social media,
and
right?
all of his antics.
It
was
wasn't
all
no-
the news,
it
all the
wasn't-
newspapers. Nigga, he was the most cockiest nigga
I
ever.
know, but it's totally different.
Deion
wasn't
Sanders
no-
was the most
it was-
cockiest
It's
nigga
totally
ever.
different from
He was
social
cocky
media.
without the
Yes,
money,
it
nigga.
is.
But
He
what
was
I'm
cocky
saying,
without the
Sheduer
money.
ain't
It's
even
totally
half of what
different.
Deion
It's
was.
different.
Because
It's
social
different.
media,
Shedor's
you
not even half of what Deion was.
Flossy. Social media, you can get more, and you can get more stuff against you because of the social
But the
media.
nigga ain't did nothing wrong.
He did.
He's
He was
never
being
been in trouble.
cocky.
No, he's never been. He's
He was
being
being cocky. If you can't
Okay.
see that, something wrong with you,
Nigga,
bro.
no, okay.
Something wrong with you,
Nigga,
bro.
Jefferson ain't
Tap
cocky.
that nigga.
If you can't see that he was being cocky,
Jefferson
him
ain't
and
cocky.
his daddy,
It ain't. Oh my
his
God.
daddy, like father,
Oh my
like
God,
son,
my
nigga.
There's cocky niggas out here, bro.
Like
That
father,
ain't-
like
every
son.
nigga that got
You're not
drafted
listening to
had
me.
on a nigga super chain.
Okay, so
all
that's
that
why
shit.
he got. So that's why he got
This niggas
bamboozled.
nigga got cases, all that shit that got drafted over him.
You
What
know
are
why
talking
he got
about?
bamboozled? Because he's too
What are you
cocky.
talking about? You're talking about a nigga didn't get drafted because he's too cocky. But
Okay.
there's niggas that didn't caught cases and all kind of shit that got drafted before him.
Okay.
So what are you?
What
really
color
trying to
was
say?
they?
You're trying black. I'm
No,
talking
they
about
wasn't.
niggas.
Well, okay, but at the
Listen,
end
what
of
I'm saying,
what does
I'm
cases
talking
have
about
to do
niggas.
with it?
So when I'm telling you, because this is what you're saying that the nigga didn't get drafted because he's too cocky on social media.
I'm
What
thinking that the
telling you is
okay,
that
but the
there are
Jews
niggas
made that
got-
happen.
There are niggas that got cases.
Okay, but
and
at
all
the end of the
that
day,
they got drafted before.
everybody's treated differently.
Okay.
I understand
What I'm
what
trying
you're
to
saying.
tell you, my
Yeah,
nigga,
okay.
You
We
niggas sit up
understand.
here and act
Everything
like you
is
don't,
treated
but you
differently.
niggas don't really know.
Everybody's
And I'm telling you
treated
right now,
differently.
when it comes to this shit, it's a numbers game, my nigga.
So just
What,
because
wanted
you
the
said
Chiefs
it's
to
like
draft
that,
him?
that's mean it's right.
Oh, you want Miami to draft him? Like wherever he
Come on,
went,
dude.
nigga, he would have been sitting.
no,
the same
no, the
situation
Saints-
he in right now.
So
if
just
he would have
because
got
you
drafted
say
in the
it's right
first
is
round,
right?
nigga,
So it
he would
was-
be sitting behind
So you
somebody.
think it was 5
Point blank
quarterbacks?
period, nigga.
You said the 5 quarterbacks
on,
went
dude.
before him, right?
Right.
So 5 niggas was better.
I'm not
than
saying
him.
they're better. What I'm saying
They
is
not
they
better.
fit the scheme, nigga, for that coaching. Nigga, for the niggas on that team, the head coaches and the OCs, nigga,
That's bullshit.
they said, you know what? I like this guy's skill set. So we're going to draft him.
Okay.
The shit
okay.
has nothing to do with the boy. Y'all trying to
Look,
make it
don't
seem
keep
like,
going. Don't
oh
keep
my
going.
God, this
Don't keep
nigga
going,
just
because I
they
asked you that for a
blackballed him.
reason. Look, I
Man,
asked
they
you
ain't
that
blackball
for a
that
reason.
nigga.
I asked you that
They
for a
did.
reason.
They did blackball
So
him.
why would he go to a team that already got 3-4 quarterbacks?
That doesn't make any sense.
That's
right
what the
there.
Right.
Brown does.
Did they fit
The
the
Cleveland
scheme?
Browns,
Did
what
they?
do they
Did he
do?
fit their scheme?
Who's had the most starting quarterbacks, nigga, in the last 10 years in the NFL?
They didn't need a
The
quarterback.
fucking Cleveland Browns. That's what they do. You see what I'm saying? So
Oh,
what I'm
man.
saying is that's
You've been
nothing new.
drinking the
That's not
Kool-Aid.
surprising. No, that's not
I
surprising.
got this
to me.
Jim Jones
Yeah,
That's
they
not
Kool-Aid
need a
for you.
surprising.
quarterback.
Look, when you have Derek Carr, look, you have
What,
Derek Carr, injured Derek
what
Carr,
color
right?
is your head
talk.
coach?
Wait, look, listen.
No, what color? What race is your head coach?
Black.
Okay, so you telling me a nigga blackballed him?
He ain't the fucking. He don't run the team.
Nigga, he don't
All
run
he is
the
is
team.
the coach.
He the head coach.
You know why they didn't draft him? Because y'all waiting on Aaron Rodgers.
No.
Niggas
Yeah.
ain't waiting on Aaron Rodgers
Okay,
after
nigga,
the
that-
draft.
okay.
Aaron Rodgers.
Not
Okay.
after
You
the
have to
draft.
remember.
Okay.
You have to
Because he
remember.
only gonna be on a 1-year deal no matter what.
Listen, man.
So
Exactly.
you wouldn't sign
Exactly.
this
That's why
nigga
the
So
Steelers
to be the
supposed to still
backup?
You
draft
just
him.
said the interview and shit went good, all this and that, and they still didn't
Exactly.
draft
That's a
him.
GM thing. Just like Drew said,
Okay.
he the head coach.
They gotta make it believable for niggas like you.
Okay.
For niggas like you to believe that shit,
Niggas
they
like
gotta
you.
make it for you to
Niggas like
believe
you.
it.
One of them niggas.
That you over here,
I'm not
oh
one of them
man,
niggas.
they
I'm
didn't.
one of them
He
niggas
didn't
that
fit
know
the
sports,
schemes.
and
He didn't fit the
especially college
schemes and this
football.
and that.
That's
Obviously,
what I am. I
So
am
you
one of them
take-
niggas.
so
I
look,
guarantee
you
you
a
that.
nigga that believe the shit.
The Saints,
No,
the Saints
Kool-Aid.
needed to fill. The Saints
I got this
needed
Jim
to fill
Jones
that quarterback
Kool-Aid, nigga.
position early. They could have easily took Sheduer. They ended up going Tyler Show in the second round.
Right.
Tyler
You
Show's
had to keep
nowhere
tapping
near
him.
better than fucking
For
Sheduer.
I
real.
didn't say he was.
That,
Oh,
that,
you know
once
what? We
again,
probably
you
can't
know
even hear
what?
that shit.
so
The nigga that's their head coach.
then
the
look,
nigga
then
that's
look.
their head.
Wait, but
the
then
nigga
look,
that-
but then look.
Hold
This
on.
last part.
Kellen
Look.
Moore, hold on. Kellen Moore is the head coach of the Saints.
Yeah.
That nigga's a QB whisperer. You know what he's going to get? He's going to get just like Sean Payton. When Sean Payton took over for the motherfucking Saints, you know the first thing he did? The nigga traded for Drew Brees.
Look.
You know why he did that? Because the nigga fit his scheme, my
But
nigga.
what I'm saying is,
It's
look,
not like Drew Brees was Joe Montana.
so the Saints don't take him at 9, right? Okay, boom. Then he falls to 21. He falls right into the Steelers' lap. We draft a defensive tackle. We already have Cam Hayward at least for another 2 years. That's not a need that we need right this second. We need a fucking quarterback. We just traded for DK Metcalf.
So
we have
why
George
didn't
Pickens.
you-
We
so
have
why
all these
didn't you
receivers.
draft the nigga then?
Because it's collusion.
Y'all trying to collude and blackball the
signed with the
nigga.
Giants.
Sure.
That's what
And then
we.
That shit don't
Justin
make no
Fields-
I know
goddamn
you
sense.
thinking it don't make no sense,
It
but it
don't.
makes perfect sense. Because he,
Why? Because he's cocky?
black individual.
Because he's
Black-
cocky.
It's more than the cockiness. He thinks to these white folks, he thinks he's better than the Shield. Nobody is better than the Shield. That's what we trying to prove. Nobody is better than the Shield. So you know what, little nigga? Since you cocky, you arrogant, you think you got it all, you think your life is already paved, you think you're gonna be where you supposed to be? No, nigga. We gonna make you sit here and wait. So you think it was a coincidence? You think it was a coincidence that I think it was for y'all. It was the Falcons defensive coordinator. You think he just left your door number out there for them to call and prank calling? You think the white boy, where the white
No,
boy,
that was the coldest part of the whole
where the
situation.
white boy get the
was the
what
prank
the
calling.
number from? Because that's the narrative, nigga. They trying to break this nigga down. That's the whole thing. They trying to break him down to humble him. You don't think they trying to break and humble this nigga? Come on, man. They gave Cap all the money and was like, oh, yeah, you could try out for teams. Did he ever get picked up? Hell no. Because, nigga, it's blackball and collusion.
But
No
it's
team is going to
different,
do
nigga,
it.
because that nigga stood for something and got blackballed. You cannot compare Sheduer
You can't
to the
compare.
Kaepernick
You can't
shit.
compare that.
Nigga, not
but you
even
can
remote.
compare the
But what I'm
situational.
telling you is that
Oh,
for
man,
niggas
come
to
on,
be
man.
like, oh, because he's cocky, 98% of these niggas that just got drafted, nigga, think they are the best nigga at their position. That's how the fuck they
But
made it.
he went
to
out
the
there and
NFL,
proved it,
my
though.
nigga.
He don't just
That's how
think.
they
He went out
fucking
there and
made
proved it.
You don't make it thinking like,
He went out there
oh,
and proved it, though.
you know what? I know I'm good.
But he went out there
I'm
and proved
great,
it.
but I'm gonna act like a nice guy.
But he
Okay,
went
I
out
agree
there
with
and
you
proved
on
it.
that one. You gotta have some type of
That
confidence
shit
But
don't
he went
happen,
out there
nigga.
and proved it, though.
Of course, the
He went out
nigga's
there and
nice.
proved it.
I already said he's nice.
now-
Already.
Copy is two different words.
But now Sheduer is gonna have to prove itself now.
Yeah,
No,
if
Yeah, we're
if
gonna
he
really have
get
to
on the
prove
field
itself.
in the next year or two, because
If he
now
on
he
the-
got to beat 3 other niggas, which he can do.
And they do both.
You know what I mean? Which I believe he can do.
But like I said, if the nigga
So
is,
you don't think he has cockiness in him?
yeah, I think he's Deion's son. Nigga, what are you talking about? Yeah. And the nigga's good. I would be cocky as fuck too, nigga, if I would completed 75% of my motherfucking passes.
But
Nigga.
no one
And it's
about?
against
no one stood out cocky
What are you
than
talking
him.
and it's against Deion. Did Deion want
Somebody
to?
else did that.
Am I tripping or Deion went on Club Shay Shay?
Yeah.
And you know what he told him? And you know what he said? He said, "Yeah, I got a bet against Sheduer that he won't get drafted before me, but he's gonna go before number 5."
See?
Right there, I was like, that nigga ain't gonna go in the first round.
They don't like that shit.
Niggas don't like when you anticipate a move that ain't happened yet. You know what I'm saying?
But like I said, you as a prospect, period, you can't anticipate that because, like I said, shit happens. You see what I'm saying? But like I said, that you can use that as motivation as you enter in on this next chapter of your career. You know what I'm saying? And show these niggas where niggas fucked up at. That's where a lot of motherfuckers like Aaron Rodgers and other individuals who have slid, that's what they've done. They used it as motivation. What I'm telling you is to just make it seem like, oh my God, when I'm trying to tell you. And not only that, you niggas watch football.
Yeah,
so
we do.
stop acting brand new and
We
act
do.
like you know, nigga. There's only like 2 or 3 motherfucking teams, nigga. After the Titans drafted Cam Ward, nigga, there was only like 2 or 3 teams, nigga, that needed quarterbacks. So you can sit here and not only that, not realizing that there's all conference niggas, all American niggas that didn't even fucking get drafted. We're not even talking about that, nigga.
Yeah, but they ain't
No,
cupcake
but
conferences.
listen, no, nigga, no. I'm talking about SCC niggas, all kind of niggas. I'm telling you.
Did the nigga
there's
from Alabama get drafted?
Yeah.
Where did he go?
3rd round to the Seahawks.
And that nigga's trash. He can't throw a ball from here to fucking across the street.
But he was up for the Heisman.
Yeah,
So,
that's high school.
How trash
How many
is
niggas?
he?
How many niggas
So what
won the
I'm saying
Heisman?
is-
But how many niggas
No,
won the Heisman
I'm
and
not
was
saying
trash
that.
in the
I'm
league?
not, but of course.
You
You
know?
can never tell.
It's a
But what I'm
different- it's a
saying is,
different game.
we can say all this shit about Sheduer and he can be trash. We don't know that.
No,
but
we
what I'm
don't
saying
know.
is we're hoping for the best.
But he
what I'm
showed us that
telling
he
you-
wasn't trash.
But what I'm telling
With
you
no O-line,
is that when it
he
comes
doing his shit.
to this draft, and I said this shit to you niggas before the draft.
What you say?
I said that this was probably one of the deepest drafts in the last 15 years. I said that shit here
No.
in the
No,
show. I did.
I
and I
disagree
said
with
it was
that
the fastest 40-time draft. It's the fastest ever.
This is the wackest draft
Man,
I've
you
seen
sound
in a long
retarded
time.
Yeah,
because you
we
don't
was-
know about none of the
No, we was
prospects because
talking
you don't
about-
watch college
There's a
football,
bunch of
nigga.
about how
I
niggas
watch
is good
college
at their
football,
position.
nigga, and
Yeah.
I know, and I watch the combine as well. None of these niggas
I
watch
didn't
the
even
combine.
watch the draft.
None of
That's
these
how you
niggas
know it's
watch the
bad.
combine.
No, I
None of
watch
these
the-
niggas
I
watch
the combine.
college football like I watch college football. But you niggas want to sit up here and act like y'all know what the fuck y'all talking about. And you don't, my
I
nigga.
know you
That's
basically
the problem.
telling us that you a
I'm telling
couch
you.
potato.
expert. He's an
What I'm
expert.
telling you is that
5
I've
minutes.
always been college football is
Yeah,
my
no,
shit
no,
though.
no, he a
And
couch
this nigga
potato.
know that. And
A
this
couch
nigga know
potato.
He a
that.
couch potato
Yeah, he
watching
know that,
college
though.
football
That's
every
all
day.
he does every
You know I
Sunday.
didn't-
What's wrong with that? I
Saturday.
like college football. I was
Most of
growing up,
us in
nigga,
here didn't even watch the
watching
draft.
college
Do you know
football.
that? We didn't even
It
watch the
doesn't
draft.
matter.
No, I
That's what I'm
watched the
saying.
draft.
That's the difference.
I didn't
my
watch
nigga.
it.
That's why he
What I'm
saying
telling
you
you
don't
is
know
that
what
you
you're
can't
anybody
sit
coming
up
out
here
that's I'm
and
impressed
act like
with.
you know some shit when you don't even know the niggas that's in the lottery, my nigga. The niggas that's
Not
in the
one-
bucket to get picked. You don't know nothing about these niggas.
Not one of them
But you wanna
dudes that
sit
came
up
out I
here
was impressed
and act
with.
like, oh nigga, it wasn't
Not
that
one of
deep.
them.
Oh, it wasn't the nigga. You don't even fucking know, nigga.
Not one of them I was impressed
All right,
with.
real quick, man. We only got a few minutes, man. So everybody give it like a little 30-second of what they feel about the prank call. What you feel
Oh,
about
that
the,
was
did you know
fugazi.
about the prank calls?
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
forgetting.
I heard about it.
What you feel about the prank calls? Real quick. We got to be quick.
I thought it was stupid. I don't think the guy should have did the prank calls. It was kind of dumb. You know what I mean? In my opinion,
Yeah,
You
it's kind of
should've
whack.
there's some dumb shit. You know what I'm saying?
What you feel about it?
It was the defensive coordinator for the Texans, I think.
His
No,
son.
it's the Falcons, right?
Falcons.
Falcons, his son.
Yeah, the son.
Mhm.
Yeah, man. It got to be some repercussions, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Got to be some
He
repercussions.
said he left his draft sheet out with the numbers
well,
on
Well, leave your key at the front door. You suspended.
Oh,
it. Yeah,
facts.
definitely.
We
Not
we don't play
suspended,
that.
nigga, out the.
We
You have
don't
to
play
You
that.
didn't say too much, Nia. What you feel about the prank
I don't
calls?
know about the prank calls.
All right, what you feel about the prank calls, Floss?
That shit was fugazi. That shit was
Fugazi.
hella fugazi, and the nigga got to have a meeting on the 13th floor for that. Outside the building, nigga, you out of here, cause that's some bullshit.
I'm glad I'm going last. I feel like that was part of the collusion. That was part of the shit to make this nigga look stupid. You know what I'm saying? Had this nigga picking up the phone in the middle of the draft and like, oh, okay, yeah, smiling and all of this, thinking that he about to get drafted. They just trying to humiliate this young man. and make him feel like he's less than all the other people that went before him. You know what I'm saying? We're going to give some last words. We're going to start with you, Nia, since you came a little late.
I'm just gonna say, I don't know what's up with this weather. Hopefully, it starts getting warm soon, and when it does, try not to get too irritated, and just love on each other, love on yourself, and just love on yourself. Because if you love yourself, you'll love everyone else.
I mean, you dress for the weather, though. You know, you got
yeah.
your wool outfit on.
Cold.
You came out here with the
My
inside,
little fuzzy
outside
boots.
sheepskin on.
Yes. My fuzzy
That
boots.
outfit,
It's
yeah,
cold.
it looks nice and warm.
It's
Yeah, for
cold.
sure. You got the mic. Swaggy D, what's your last words?
My last words is love, peace, and hair grease.
Thank you.
You got some
You got
hair grease?
enough.
Do you have some?
All right.
That nigga be having so much
Right.
gel in the morning, he be like, shit, I need some lotion, nigga.
Yes.
He come out the house, he shining,
All right.
hair shining.
Thank
Okay.
you. Got that glow.
Jerry Curls is coming back.
Got that
So
glow, huh?
Jerry Curls and finger waves
They
coming
got
back.
that soul
Donovan
glow.
for stopping through. You got some last words for his knowledge?
Sir,
Oh,
yes,
yeah,
sir.
make sure you brush your teeth. No.
Oh, yes, please. Brush your teeth.
Definitely do that, though.
Yes, brush your
Yeah,
teeth.
definitely do that. Yeah, gargle.
And floss.
He
Yeah,
said
floss.
gargle.
Don't forget to floss.
what I told her.
You know,
Don't
Oh,
diddy.
my
stay
God.
blessed, man. Stay blessed.
Uh-huh.
Like, you feel me? Like Nia said, love on yourself, man. Love on people, man. Keep good energy around you. You know, stay safe out there.
What you feel about being on the show today?
Oh, I love it,
You
man.
Usually
I
on
love
the back.
Honestly, I love the last 2 episodes. There's
Right,
some
for
real
sure.
podcasting going on.
Yeah,
'cause
we
this-
thank for Elon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
Elon.
This
You
show
know what I'm
definitely
saying?
got
The
a lot
God,
of potential.
you know what I'm saying?
When it's raw,
Yeah.
it got a lot of potential because we done already had some great conversations.
Yeah, definitely.
But once we get all of this going,
all the
and-
aesthetics right. You know what I'm
What?
saying?
Then,
Yeah.
you know,
Only up from here.
yeah.
Thank
What
you.
about you, Floss? You got some last words?
Oh man, as always, man, thank you for tuning in and stay focused on your mission and not your condition, man. You know what I'm saying? And love yourself before you love anyone else. You know what I mean? You got to do that as, step by step, foot by foot. But shameless plug as always. Slap by the pound out on all major streaming platforms.
You know what I'm saying?
Get a bar of that.
Flossie was turned up on this episode, man.
You know
I
what
just
I
like to
mean?
say, be better every day, man. Be better than you was yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Whew, man. Flossie, he was better today than he was yesterday. You know what I'm saying? That nigga came in like Stephen A. on us. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas don't know I'm the couch potato. You know what I'm saying? I watch all that shit.
He's the college
Yeah, he's a
football
college
expert.
guru. You know what I'm saying?
He's the
nigga.
guru.
Man,
Yeah.
thanks to Elon, man, for making this happen, man. We got a
Thanks.
beautiful setup right now.
Thank you,
You know what I'm saying?
John.
We're going to try to keep this going for y'all as long as we possibly can, man. All y'all got to do is subscribe, watch the show, you know what I'm
Comment.
saying? Swaggy D going to be here more, obviously. You know what I'm saying? So we can hear his wild takes. And, man,
That's
this shit
right.
is brought to you by Famously Broke, New Wave Barbershop, you know what I mean? And shit, we out of here, man. Peace.